What up, guys? It's your boy Paul. I'm back, man. It's Rideout Reviews, and today I'm watching Amistad. Now, I don't know much about this movie, but I do know that it is a very emotional, a very sensitive, and difficult watch, man. But I've heard it's a great movie. Just from looking at the picture of the cover, I think it has Anthony Hopkins on it, Morgan Freeman, and Djim. Man, I can't remember his name, but he was in Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio, which was a good movie, man. It's like Djim. I know he got a J and a D together. Well, I'm not sure, but he's a good actor too. Anyway, I know those guys are in it, and it's powerful. I know it's about like the slave trade or something like that. So I'm definitely interested in watching it. I've heard it's a great movie of power and breaking chains of bondage, you know. So, but I could be completely wrong about all of that. So I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I got to prepare myself because I know it's a tough movie. That's what I've heard. It's a very tough movie. So I'm excited to check it out, though. Appreciate the request. Now we'll see how it goes. If you guys like the movie, man, let me know what you think about it and see if it goes well. Let's go ahead and jump into it. These movies, I'm sorry, I was to jump into it, but I got one more thing to say. So these movies always, I don't know what kind of movie it is, but like I said, I feel like it's going to be one of those. But these movies always, like, I don't know, the reality of seeing something happen and then, like, because not being a part of it, but then seeing it being portrayed on screen, it shows, it brings I think that's why we make movies, is because that's why we make movies, because we want to actually feel like we're a part of what's going on without having to be a part of it, man. Because it really brings to light some of the atrocities and the horrors that have taken place, but you're not really having to experience them. Just like Band of Brothers, man. Seeing the internment camp, man, what a horrible status that was, and to feel every crushing part of that. Or in that same thing, to be able to be a part of a war, shells blowing around you, man, gunfights and stuff, in the darkness of undercover, and feeling the loudness and the surroundings, but not having to actually be a part of it. So I think that's what this is going to show us, the horrors of what this reality was like. And that's a scary thing, to be honest with you. But maybe I'm just overjudging it. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, let's check it out. Oh my goodness, bro. That dude, boy, that was intense though, man. And it still is. Bro, they ain't liking that water, bro. Throwing up.
Pues,
Bro, that does gotta be in some kind of auspicious situation. Cause, dude, how do you even know where to go or what to do if it take you to the right place? Cause you ain't ever been on no boat like that before.
tenemos que darle una señal. Cuando la nave se acerque, a caerse, a corriendo, a esconderse. Entonces empezamos a gritar.
Hey, I hear the music. That's a ship.
Prepárate.
Oh. Six weeks. Dang, that's a long time on a boat. Yeah, water, food. That's all rolling thin. Oh. Americans. Dang, bro. All that time just to get snatched back up.
Perhaps a writ for illegal arrest and detainment to stall things. At the very least, make sure they have good counsel.
The emancipator.
Mother!
He's not a chief.
These slaves, Your Honor, are by rights the property of Spain. Them slaves belong to me and my mate, Your Majesty. Where was she, pray, when we was fighting the winds to bring this vessel in, Your Excellency?
Her Majesty the Queen of Spain was busy ruling a country.
What? This is crazy.
Yes, I deal with property, Mr. Davis. Any this or that. And sometimes I get people's property back for them, and other times I get it taken away. As in this case, which is clearly a property issue.
Yeah, I thought that was him, old McConaughey.
Representative John Quincy Adams, to reweigh his unmeet and unprecedented attempt to convert this.
He was president, though.
I don't know anyone called Tappan.
Yes, sir, you do. You've met him on countless occasions.
Where?
Louis! Good to see you again.
And you, sir.
Only one thing occupies his thoughts this time of the year, being all things to all people, which of course means being nothing to no one. In other words, getting himself re-elected.
What the heck, man? Bro, old, man.
Your record confirms you're an abolitionist, sir. You belong with us.
The wrongful transfer of stolen goods. This war must be waged on the battlefield of righteousness. The what? It would be against everything I stand for to let this deteriorate into an exercise in the vagaries of legal minutiae. Did Christ hire a lawyer to get him off on technicalities? He went to the cross nobly. You know why? To make a statement. Must we?
Hey, he didn't do that to make no statement.
But Christ lost.
You, I think,
No, sir, he did not.
or at least you, Mr. Jolson, want to win, don't you? No. In order to do a better job than the attorney who represented the Son of God, I'll require $2.50 a day.
Oh, my gosh. He didn't lose the trial, though. That's why he had to go to the cross. Dude said to be a better lawyer. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. They're all factions in themselves.
Keep talking. Get them to talk. Yeah. Have you seen this before?
Kire, din kira Jumate. He said, I think, show me the map.
The miserable looking people, the singers, man.
And I'll pray for you.
These villains most certainly would have escaped justice, but they've not.
Ain't that before he talks for us?
Of course, he doesn't understand what I'm saying because he doesn't speak English.
Abra su boca.
Hey. Hey. He give people a smile just by smiling at him and laughing.
Levántate.
Stand up. In addition to the amounts paid for each are their names. Jose, Bernardo, Paco, and so on. On behalf of my clients, I
Paco.
submit this document to the court.
There's a Paco.
Have you, in addition, anything, say in the order of actual documentation?
I have them.
I'm afraid that does not impress me.
Bro's like, dude, all the evidence you need is in front of you to be able to tell that these people aren't from no dadgum plantation.
Yes. Thank you.
He like take a deeper look. Dive a little deeper, homie. Because it's real stuff.
You came all the way from here.
That's why they hid the papers when he said they'll search the ship, because then they'll know that they traveled all that way to get those slaves. And I'm guessing the international slave laws has already been passed, you know, like it's illegal to deal in slaves, to trade in slaves.
An authentic one.
You don't even want to step on that. I don't blame him. Yeah, no, man. I can't imagine, man. Him being so close to it in reality. That's got to be a haunting feeling, man. A terrible feeling. Because they got snatched up out of their homes. Pulled from their very soil.
Of a Portuguese vessel, the notorious transatlantic slave ship, the Tacora. The Tacora.
Corroborate this.
Obliged trade primarily off the coast of West Africa, the Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone.
They know that word, though. They said Tacora.
I underestimated you, sir. I can't imagine this now not reaching a favorable conclusion.
Hey! Ooh,
Am I bleeding?
That fool got clubbed over the head.
There's nothing there.
Jeez.
What did I do to deserve this?
You took the case, Mr. Baldwin.
Can't realize it.
You took the case, sir.
Bro, that's abolitionist.
I should take that as a compliment.
That this could take us all one long step closer to civil war. Yes, the jury appears disposed towards freeing them, but juries can be dismissed.
Isn't he a comedian?
But I believe we must go further and remove the judge.
Dang. Bro, it's a corrupt.
He's young, which means he has a career before him rather than behind, and he is monumentally insecure, particularly about his Catholic heritage.
That dude's a comedian, I think, playing the president. And he acting like an ignorant dude. I wonder if this is a true story. Because that's ridiculous. A president don't know anything about the stuff.
He proved the case.
Did he?
Oh, yes, sir. Surprisingly, he did.
Well, he'll just have to do it again, won't he?
You would think. You would think.
I'm embarrassed to admit that I was under the misconception that our executive and judicial branches were separate.
No more so than these, Mr. Judson.
Than the pot and the plant. Between the pot and the plant. No more so than the pot and the plant.
That in a courtroom, whoever tells the best story wins. What is their story, by the way?
Sir?
What is their story?
I'm gonna make him ask again.
You're from West Africa, huh?
No. What is their story? You're from where originally?
Georgia, sir.
Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Does that pretty much sum up what you are? A Georgian? No. You're an ex-slave who's devoted his life to the abolition of slavery and overcoming great obstacles and hardships along the way, I should imagine.
It's part, but it's not the whole.
Wafela, Wayakta,
Hey! Somebody know the language. Somebody know the language. They're walking around all around the world trying to figure out somebody know the language, man.
They have to bury him, according to their Poro beliefs. Otherwise, his soul will haunt them forever.
Oh, man. That's Chiwetel Ejiofor. Bro, they got some heavy hitters in this movie.
I'd set protocol aside just this once and let them bury him.
I was thinking the same thing.
Dang, that's tough, man. That's a whole culture of people there. They have their own culture, language, ways of thinking and doing things, man.
What's this I hear about a lion? They say you alone, Cinque, slew the most terrifying beast anyone has ever seen.
Dang. CK ain't playing, dog. He's a beast.
It had killed several people. I picked up this big rock and I threw it. And by some miracle, see, I hit it. For when I threw that rock at that beast, if I had missed him, he said he won't be sitting here today trying to explain these things to you or me, or he'd just be dead. I'm not a big man. Just a lucky one.
Yeah, it's like that stuff don't even matter now.
You're forgetting something.
The other lion.
The Amistad, Cinque, the insurrection. That too was an accident? I hardly think so.
Amistad.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, because he broke free. Started that whole thing.
Any man would do the same to get back to his family. You yourself would do it.
That ain't true. Not about him himself, but that any man. Because some lack the strength and fortitude to do so. Jacked up. Kidnapped, man. It's messed up, man. For guns. The war. It's a kid. She took a kid and they took over the ship. And they're just gonna throw them all down. Like, what is the reason for that?
Negro Bernardo. But they convinced some of us that they would take us back home.
What are they gonna do besides that, dude?
Mr. Hollywood?
When they hear all of that, what are you gonna say?
It's quite a tale.
Bro.
Intrigue,
You can't make that
abduction. Now tell me if this is true. Certain tribes in Africa for hundreds of years, thousands perhaps, have owned slaves.
That don't even matter. That's not even a question point, dog.
Translate. The behavior you attribute to your tormentors, your every other aspect of your testimony, makes no sense.
Why would he make
Not
that
even
up?
to you. But thank you for it. Like all good works of fiction, it was entertaining.
The Takora crew, having greatly underestimated the amount of provisions required for their journey, solved the problem by throwing 50 people overboard.
That's horrible, man. That is... That's why they threw them people overboard. Not because they were uprising, but because they didn't have enough food to feed them, so they just killed 50 people. 50 people. Why would they be trying to defend people like that?
I don't see where it says this morning we threw 50 slaves overboard.
And what poundage do you imagine the entry may refer to, sir? A mast and sails, perhaps?
Give us free! Give us free!
Keep crying out, give us free, or anything else for
that matter.
Bro, they understand that. That bro said, give us free, man. Make us free, free us. Let my people go. It's the scriptures, the Bible. He's being illuminated. He said he's beginning to understand the scriptures, man. Talk about the Hebrew people. They can walk on the water. Can walk across the sea. This man, who is he?
Tatuai ha ke boilo ke ilenga kilego.
Man, that's powerful. The Spirit speaks through His Word. The Spirit speaks through His Word. He believes, man. Ain't that something, bro? That's powerful. That's powerful, man. That's amazing.
Were they born in Africa? I believe they were.
What's the name, man?
Her Catholic Majesty's claims of ownership have no merit. I hereby order the immediate arrest and detention of Senors Ruiz and Montez.
By federal marshals on the charge of slave trading.
Not only did he locked them fools up for slave trading, man.
Convenience and expense back to their homes in Africa.
Yes! Yes! They got to go back home, too. Bro, he had the courage to stand up. His faith held strong in the midst of a very precarious situation.
After all, if you cannot rule the courts, you cannot rule.
Senor Calderon, as any true American will tell you, it's the independence of our courts that keeps us free.
That's right, man. It's because we can't rule over our courts because they have a rule to live by. That's what makes us free. Because we live under a rule. And that is law and order.
What court wants to be responsible for the spark that ignites the firestorm? Because the real determination our courts and our president must make is not whether this ragtag group of Africans raise swords against their enemy, but rather, must we?
Here's the weird thing. He's the 8th president. And then civil wars with Abraham. And that's eight presidencies, but that's not even a lot. That's not even a long time. So that's 4 years. It's like 20-something years, 30-something years.
Our president has appealed the decision to our Supreme Court. We have to try the case again.
What? Are you kidding? What?
can't translate should.
You saying there's no word in mandate for should?
No, either you do something or you don't do it.
See, listen to me. Listen. Understand what I'm saying.
You either do it or you don't, man. There is no should. You either do or you don't. You gotta try the case again, man. What in the world, man? What do they think? I know what they think, man, but how could this possibly even happen?
In our time, in this instance, I believe it depends on two. A courageous man at present in irons in New Haven named Cinque, and you.
What's he gonna do? What he had the ability to do? I mean, he is president, of course, but what power does he possess besides a former title which he doesn't even have any longer?
I am now free to sit here as long as it takes
You
for
heard
you
free.
to acknowledge me. Yes, you understood that word, didn't you?
Free.
Free.
Yeah, his ass cut when he said free.
Well, what must that be like? Whatever your accomplishments, you'll only be remembered as the son of a great father.
The only thing John Quincy Adams will be remembered for is his middle name.
No stuff.
As pathetic as an ex-president.
I was talking about John.
Cause he gonna be ex-president because he ain't getting reelected.
Since neither Spain nor America owns the sea, how is it that the treaty applies?
Tell him the treaty recognizes no jurisdictional limitations.
But no. He's like, man, I'm gonna try my case, bro.
But if he is the legal property of Ruiz and Monte, then how does the treaty apply since it is between America and Spain?
Or their citizens.
Thank you, sir. Hey.
Unshackle him.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm under strict orders to ensure the compromised...
Unshackle him, please.
That brother, man, he may stay in America, man. He become a lawyer, dog. You just gotta learn the language first.
Do you know who I am? Has anyone told you about me?
That you are the chief.
I was a chief, yeah.
The chief cannot become anything less than
Commander-in-Chief.
Even in death.
We're about to do battle with a lion that is threatening to rip our country in two. And all we have on our side is a rock.
I will call into the past. Far back to the beginning of time. And beg them to come and help me. I will reach back and draw them into me. And they must come. But at this moment, I am the whole reason they have existed at all.
That's some powerful stuff, man. It's a powerful word. Supreme Court, man. The highest of the high. The top court in the land, all of the country. They got the former president, who is a lawyer as well.
Plain property issue should now find itself so ennobled as to be argued before the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
A property issue.
To heap symbolism upon a simple case that never asked for it. And now would have us disregard truth, even as it stands before us, tall and proud as a mountain.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, truth. The truth, disregarding truth.
It's my former vice president, John Calhoun, perhaps. Could it be?
Yeah, that's back when the president, he didn't choose the vice president. Runner-up got president, vice president.
Chooses to look to ancient times, to biblical times. In Eden, where only two were created, even there, one was pronounced subordinate to the other. Slavery has always been with us.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude?
If he were white and his enslavers were British, he wouldn't be able to stand. So heavy the weight of the medals and honors we would bestow upon him.
Oh my, dang. That's tough.
See, the Mende believe that if one can summon the spirit of one's ancestors, then in the wisdom and strength they fathered and inspired to come to his aid. Jefferson.
Fathers of the American Constitution.
George Washington.
And the country.
John Adams.
In which they help create and form.
Give us the courage to do what is right. And if it means civil war, then let it come.
That takes courage for sure. Courage inside of fear.
That they are not slaves and therefore cannot be considered merchandise, but are rather free individuals.
Hey, 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 hey.
That the defendants are to be released from custody at once.
At once. Hey. He said at once. That's how it should be, though. At once, man. As soon as they say you're good, they should be free.
What words did you use to persuade them?
Yours.
Bro, dude, a humble guy. He said, I use your words, man. It wasn't anything I said. It was your truth. He been a good actor for a long time, man. Because it ain't been no recent history. You know, I know he been a lot of like girl things. But he's a good actor, man. He's a good actor. All right, all right, all right. Man, they found it now. By the British government. The British monarch comes to the rescue. Freeing and saving. That's because he made it not exist. He destroyed that place. Dang. Seven more presidents. Abraham Lincoln. Golly, man. That's tough. Of course. The man, Steven Spielberg, of course. Wonderful job. Amazing. Beautiful. Yeah, definitely, man. Of course it was Steven Spielberg, man. He does such epic, moving, beautiful, heartfelt, you know, passionate movies, man. That was a great movie, man. To overcome, to see such overwhelming odds, and then just the story behind it, and that it's true. That the abuse of power in such situations, but then the strength and fortitude of the heart and the spirit of man, and then just the evil and the things that people will do in order to elevate their own status, and maybe not even their own status, but just money, greed, power. Wow, such a great story, man. Such a great story. Yeah, a good movie. I'm glad I watched this movie. I'm glad it's a part. It's a part now. Yeah. Appreciate the request, and let me know what you guys think about it. And I'll see you in the next video.